I've got a few quotes here, some quotes that have helped me through life. Let's see if anyone can relate or if this may help any of you. So I may have said a couple of these already, but we'll go through them again. Life's a bitch, and then you die. What does that mean? It means get over it. Life is going to be tough. And when you finally think you finally got a break, something else is going to come your way. Do not count your chickens before they hatch, or count your eggs before they hatch, whatever. Always have a plan and a plan B. And even then, life's a bitch, and then you die. Life is only what you make of it. You can take the happiness out of every moment, or you can just let all the hate roll your way. Are you going to walk forward with your chin down looking at the ground because you hate everything around you? Or are you going to keep your chin up so you can see the good things that are coming your way? Two things are guaranteed in life, my friend: death and taxes. And that's about it. Some things are an almost guarantee, but you're not getting out of death. Taxes you might get out of. Here's another one. You can do things on your own. I'm sorry if that offended you. I'm sorry if no one has ever told you that. You can do things that you have never done before. You haven't changed your tire? Cool. There's so many videos online showing you how to change your tire that I'm not going to make one showing you how to do it. You don't know how to change the lint trap or empty the lint trap for your dryer. I'm not going to make a video to show you, because there's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can go and check out on how to clean your lint trap. What else? Your air conditioning unit, your furnace filter. Have you changed your air filter in the last 3 months, 6 months, year? Do you know if you have an air filter? Are you responsible for changing it, or is your maintenance department responsible for changing it? Has maintenance changed it on a regular schedule? People have forgotten simple things. I mean, like, I'll admit, helpful things too. Like, does anyone know how to churn butter anymore? I don't. I'll be the first to say it. I would love to go get out there on a farm and learn how to milk a cow, make dairy products. Because when the world goes to shit and we need food and we have to revert back to the old ways of doing things to get food, all you people from this riots of 2020 that tried to throw tarp on top of cement, and then you threw potting soil on top of tarp, and then you put plants in this potting soil and hope that you were going to grow food, you are going to die first. Whereas I, who said, I don't know this, who said, maybe I should learn this, will take the time out of my day to go learn something. You are responsible for your decisions and actions, or lack thereof. Let me give you an example of what I mean. When I worked for a grocery store company, there was a time where I don't know if I was working a little too fast and unsafe, or if the tools that I was using were just unfit for operating standard. Either way, an accident occurred and I spilled something like out of an entire pallet worth of milk. I dumped over half the crates. We're talking probably 30, 40 crates worth of milk. In each crate of milk is 4 gallons of milk. And there was something like 16 to 20 gallons that had busted. I sat there and immediately started swearing, cussing, took my hat off, I threw it on the ground, and granted, this all was maybe 3 to 5 seconds while I'm also processing, what do I do now? Do I just walk out of here and leave this mess for someone else to deal with because maybe me, or maybe just random act of God, or just bad luck happened? Do I throw this cleanup on everybody else and just ignore the problem that more or less I made, right? It may have been a freak accident, but more or less, who is responsible for it? I was the closest. It was the job I was working on. It was the stuff that I was moving. So what did I do? I found my boss. I said, hey, man, I screwed up. I need help in the back. I've already got some mops going. I've got some paper towels down, but I made a big mess and I need more help than just I can take. And I told him, like, hey, I'm supposed to be off the clock here in about 5 minutes. But again, I made a big accident. And as long as overtime is approved, I would like to stay until my mess is totally cleaned up. I don't see that from people anymore. I'm not saying that you're not like that you don't clean up after yourself, that you don't take care of yourself. Saying too many people don't. These are things I notice as being too much of a problem that are happening too commonly in society. Here's one of my favorite ones. Your problems are not everyone else's problems. What do I mean? When you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on the person who's driving a little bit slower than you wanted. When you left 15 minutes late for work and now you're in a rush to get to work, don't start cutting people off and racing around traffic, honking at people doing the speed limit because you fucked up and you're late and you might lose your job because of your actions or lack thereof. Take accountability for yourself. Take accountability for your actions. I live 25 minutes away from work and I am up 2 hours before work. It takes me 25 minutes to get to work and I leave an hour before work every single freaking day. Rain or shine, snow or sleet. An hour. Most people would only add 10 to 15 minutes extra. I leave 35 minutes extra early just to be there no matter what on time. And what do I do with the extra time that's given to me? I learn. I pull out my phone and I learn shit on YouTube. I get caught up with the news and politics. And when something doesn't make sense, I fact check it. And guess what? I've got several episodes of here of me fact checking fact checkers. And guess what? Fact checkers are wrong. You are responsible for your actions or lack thereof. Embrace the suck. Like I said at the beginning, life's a bitch and then you die. The sooner you embrace that life's going to suck, the sooner things will get better. It's kind of like a soldier's mentality. You're scared of war because you're scared of dying. Until you accept that you're already dead, you won't find the bravery that you need. I've already said this one, but some of you need to, let me rephrase that, sorry. Some need to hear this again. Your inability to control your emotions displays how naturally underdeveloped you are. You're immature. Point blank. Also, hearing bad, rude, or mean things, even if they are said about you, can actually be a good thing. You can be called lazy or unintelligent. That can be a good thing. You could take it as a hurtful thing and say, wow, that person's an asshole. They said something that hurt my feelings that I don't agree with. Or you can say, maybe not all of my actions that I take have this outcome, but maybe sometimes the outcomes of my actions are perceived in this manner, which slighted this person. If you are called an offensive term, maybe you are. If someone tells you to shut up because you talk all the time and all you do is know how to listen to yourself, maybe you should heed that advice. Maybe that's not them telling you that they don't want to hear your voice again ever. Maybe they're just trying to tell you in not the best way possible that you don't make room for other people. You are more focused on you than the needs of others. there's a way to be critical of people and improve them without just breaking someone down because you're mad at them.